Hey guys, it's your friend John here, and today I'm going to be reviewing another knife. I'm going to be reviewing the AK47 style rifle knife. Now the first thing you notice about this little pocket knife is how much it looks like a rifle. It has a buttstock right here, very similar to a rifle, with some wood paneling right here on the top, which isn't really wood. Sadly, this is plastic, but other than that, it does have a very strong rifle look to it, and it even comes with a little flashlight, which I really like. Not only that, but it also comes with a nice little carrying case that you can very easily put your knife in and out. And it has a little loop on the back so you can put it on your belt while you're hiking or you're camping or you're at work, whatever it may be. This is just a nice thing to have. Now I want to talk about the knife. Now I believe the blade is made out of stainless steel, but I'm not 100% sure. The body I don't think is stainless steel. It might be stainless steel, it might not, but other than that, it has a really nice look to it, and it's not made out of cheap metal. It does have a good quality feel to it. You can also get this knife in two different colors, either the bare metal stainless steel with the chrome plate, or you can get it all black paint. I like the stainless steel look because, well, paint looks cool and all, but paint does scrape and scratch off. So I prefer the no paint and the chrome plating because chrome plating is stronger than paint. So this is an option I recommend getting, but you can get the black one if you think the black one looks nicer. This is just my opinion. And this light right here, as you can see, it can go up and down. It doesn't go too far back, but it goes all the way forward. And to turn it on, all you gotta do is this top part right here. You just gotta twist it a little, and it turns on. And it's pretty bright for such a small light. In my bathroom, there's no windows, and it's not very big, but it's very dark, and I'm standing about 4 feet away, as you can see. It's still pretty decent for such a small light. And what I like about this knife is not only does it have a unique look to it, or this flashlight, but it has this little finger loop to it, where you can stick your finger in, and it's pretty nice to have. It does make it have a nice secure feel to it. Even though the handle is a little small and not too comfortable, that finger hole does make it more secure in the hand. And another thing that I like about this knife is it has a little push button right here that when you push it, it opens the blade. And if you're afraid you might accidentally push that button and open it, it has a safety switch right here. You slide that switch up, you push the button, it will not open. You push it down, you push the button, the knife opens. And when it's open, it feels pretty secure. It doesn't feel like it's going to bend down or anything unless you push this button. You push this button, push the knife down, and there, it's locked in. You can put the safety up, and your knife is nice and secure, and there's no way it will accidentally open, even when you push that button, unless, again, you hit that switch down, then you push the button. You can also get this knife in 3 different sizes. There's a small size, a medium size, and a large size, and I strongly recommend getting the larger size, just because the small size will probably feel really, really small in your hand, and, well, like I said, the large one feels small in my hands. So just get the larger one. It's something I strongly recommend getting. Another thing I like about this knife is it has a little belt clip right here. So even if you don't have the pouch, you can still put it on your belt, on your pants, on your shirt, wherever what you need. And it's just a nice thing to have. Now what I'm doing next is I'm going to rate this knife using this weapon rating system that I created. And let's see how it did. Now we're going to go over the looks of this knife. I gave it a 21 out of 30, and the reason why I did it is because it looks really cool, it looks really nice, it has a unique look to it, there's nothing really out of place, it looks well made and organized. The only thing I'd have to say is it's just a standard knife, it's not very intimidating, it's not like a machete or a hunting knife, just a standard sized pocket knife, so intimidation's not very high, but it's still a pretty nice looking knife. Now we'll go on to practicality, and I gave it a 20 out of 40. The reason why I gave it a 20 out of 40 is because the wood, like I said, isn't really wood. It's plastic, which does give it a cheap feel. And the handle does have a small feel to it. It doesn't feel very big in the hands. I don't really have large hands, but if someone had larger hands than me, I could see it being very uncomfortable in the hands just because it feels so loose. It feels loose in my hands, so someone with larger hands, it'd feel even more loose. Now, when it comes to this knife being used, it's not very ineffective. It can still be used as a standard knife, but it's nothing special. It's just a small pocket knife. And time reliability, well, it's hard to say. There are screws holding it in, but it's not high quality, but it's not low quality. It's maybe in the middle. And for the hand comfort, like I said, it just feels small, and that ring around the finger does make it feel more secure in the hand. But this knife does come in 3 different sizes, and I have the larger size, so I can't imagine how small the handle will feel for the smaller size knife, because even the larger one still feels a bit small, even to me. Now we'll go to usability, and I gave it a 28 out of 50. And the reason why I gave it 28 out of 50 is, well, again, the handle just feels small and loose in my hand. And, well, I do feel like it could very easily fall out of my hand or fly out of my hand while I'm using it, which is not a good thing you want for your knife. And when it comes to defense or attack, it's not very good for defense, and attack is okay. You can definitely run up to a person and, well, put it to their body, but you want to know it's still a small knife, and you still have to get dangerously close to a person that's considered an attacker. The only advantage this thing really has is because it's a small pocket knife, you can very easily put it in your pocket or in your backpack, but carrying it in your hand, it kind of does hurt it a little bit. Now we'll go to weapon versus weapon, and I gave it a 13 out of 30. And the reason is because it's just a small standard knife. It's still effective, it will still cut, it will still slice as a normal knife, but against other knives, it just won't hold up. The handle just feels so loose and so small. It's not a big knife, it's just a standard pocket knife. A regular knife will have such an advantage. And if you're using this thing in a fight, whether a person had a sword, if they had a sword, you're done. If they had a hunting knife, you're done. If they had a larger pocket knife with a better handle, you're still kind of in the downfall. So this knife isn't really that effective when it comes to being compared to other knives or other weapons. And now I'm going to add it all up, and the total score is a 82 out of 150, which makes it a 54.67. And that makes this knife between fair and positive, and here's why. So this knife, like I said, it does have a nice little flashlight to it, which can be useful in the dark, but other than that, the knife itself just doesn't feel anything special. It just looks cool and unique, but it doesn't really do anything cool or unique other than, well, being able to do that. That's pretty cool. But you want to know something? A lot of pocket knives have that feature. I know not all pocket knives have it, but it's still a pretty cool knife. Now let me compare the AK47 rifle knife with the Jingjiang Lang knife. And as you can see, there's a very close similarity. The Jingjiang knife did a little bit better. Even though the handle for that knife is more uncomfortable, it's still a solid handle. And I'd rather a solid feel handle than a handle that just feels small and loose. That's kind of why the AK knife did a little bit less better than the Jingjiang knife. And I wouldn't go crazy about it. It's not worth going out of your way and getting. It's kind of worth having if you're interested in weird and unusual knives. It's cool to have in your collection, but for a practical knife, that's kind of debatable. There's definitely better knives out there that are more practical for tools or survival or self-defense than this knife. It's just kind of a cool and unique thing. It would be like taking a Ferrari off-road. You wouldn't really want to do that. So I'm going to wrap things up by saying thank you for watching. I hope this video was informative, letting you know what I think of this knife and my opinion of this knife and if it's worth getting or not. Please remember to like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're a new viewer or this is the first time you've seen any of my videos, and also if you want to help me get more viewers and possibly more subscribers, please share the video. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram and also follow me on Reddit. Join my community on Reddit, but please don't follow me in real life. That would just be a little creepy.